Ethiopia's Prime Minister Abiy Ahmed says he's humbled and thrilled by the news that he's won the 2019 Nobel Peace Prize. He was speaking by phone with the Secretary of the Norwegian Nobel Committee. A recording of the call has been posted online. Meanwhile, there's been celebration in Ethiopia. Megan Revel reports.
The 2019 Nobel Peace Prize has been awarded to Ethiopian Prime Minister Abiy Ahmed, lauded for his deal last year with Eritrea, which ended 2 decades of hostility.
In Ethiopia, even if much work remains, Abiy Ahmed has initiated important reforms that give many citizens hope for a better life and a brighter future.
Abiy said he was humbled and thrilled to receive the prize in a phone call to the Secretary of the Norwegian Committee.
Thank you very much. I'm so humbled and thrilled when I just heard the news. Thank you very much. It is a prize given to Africa, given to Ethiopia, and I can imagine how the rest of Africa leaders will take it positively to work on peace-building process in our continent.
Abiy took office in April 2018 after his predecessor resigned, following 3 years of protest and unrest. He's since been praised for pushing Ethiopia towards new democratic freedoms. But rights groups say more needs to be done to heal wounds after years of government repression. Ethiopia and Eritrea were bitter rivals for decades. They fought a war in the late 1990s in which upwards of 70,000 people died. But in July 2018, Abiy was warmly welcomed to Eritrea by its president. Their meeting was the first of its kind after a 20-year military standoff. Abiy is also hugely popular with young people in Ethiopia, where more than 40% of the 100 million strong population are under the age of 15. Residents in the capital welcomed the news.
It's great that he's such a positive thinker. He's steering us. I'm sure he'll win other prizes. Dr. Abiy is doing good work, and not only for our internal affairs, but also for making Ethiopia known in this way in the world.
That was Megan Revel of Reuters reporting. Now, there's been widespread reaction to the news. VOA's Amharic service managing editor, Tizita Belachew, joins me in the studio to talk about this. Tizita, welcome to Africa 54.
Thank you. Thank you for having me, Esther.
Definitely, you've been following this. A lot of reaction from Ethiopians and the ones in the diaspora. What are they saying?
Well, it's mixed, as expected. There are people who are very, very much excited for Dr. Abiy and for Ethiopia, the country in general, because this is the first, this is going to make him, put him among the, noted African peace seekers like the legendary Nelson Mandela and de Klerk. For Ethiopia also, this is really exciting. This is a country known for civil war and economic challenges, not really known for political negotiation. So this is good news. On the other hand, many, opposition are also asking about the challenging situations in the country, because there are political divisions in the country. There is displacement, then ethnic strife. So, people look at it in a, mixed view.
Yeah, and what are analysts saying, maybe, will this Nobel Prize kind of, motivate him to do further, make further progress for Ethiopians, as well as the challenges you're mentioning? There are human rights challenges in Ethiopia. There is also a law, a proclamation of anti-terrorism that kind of tends to repress, Ethiopians.
Yeah, well, specifically on the law, the Prime Minister Abiy Ahmed's government is reforming the law, but it's not there. As issued by Amnesty International, they have a statement out there. His job is not done yet, so this is just a process. But it is encouraging because he allowed, political opposition to function in the country, and also he allowed press freedom. But there is still deep division in the country. So there need to be reconciliation by opposition. He needs to invite, intellectuals from the diaspora, and discuss more about the peace in Ethiopia.
In his phone call with the Norwegian, once he received this call that he won, he did say this is not only big for Ethiopia, but also for Africa. But how so?
Definitely, because, I mean, the prize is, mainly for his peace initiative with Eritrea. Prime Minister Abiy has, negotiated the situation in the Sudan, Djibouti and Eritrea, and he's trying to work for peace for Africa. Africa is known with civil rights, and
so we still expect to see a little more work from Abiy.
So hopefully all African nations or leaders will follow his route.
Sure. Tizita, thank you very much.
Thank you for having me.
That's Tizita Belachew. She's managing editor with VOA's Amharic service.